Hello, friends. In this edition of Fellowship Varta, we are going to talk on Inclusivity Research Grant. So, like my earlier presentation, which was quite appreciated uh, when I talked about postdoctoral fellowship. So, in this edition also, there is no guest, and I would be speaking on Inclusivity Research Grant, which has been offered by Anusandhan National Research Foundation, ANRF, and one, if you are eligible, you could look for it. The most important thing is it is valid till 31st July. So time is really running out and you have got nearly a week to make your application. And today we are going to discuss in this program, what is this program all about, how you could participate, and what are the things that is required. So first thing is this program is aimed to provide equal opportunity to all section of the society. No, we have realized that when the call is made open, any general call, so most of the uh, grantees come from forward background, and there are a, a distinct case when faculty belonging to SC/ST community need to be provided some independent competition. So this competition, this is a competitive grant, but open only to SC/ST faculty. And idea here is that even they should apply. So like ANRF in its earlier avatar, SERB, Science and Engineering Research Board, it was providing grant to state university or private universities through a separate competition. Same way, this is a grant which is being provided to researchers from SC/ST, and the aim is to help them in gaining their capacity and move on to mainstream research programs. So this is the poster I think you might have seen from ANRF, and this says that this grant is up to 60 lakhs, flexible norms, and of course it includes your support for various expenses, which we are going to detail little later. First is the eligibility. Now you should see that if you are an eligible candidate. So you first be Indian nationals posted in India. If you are not posted in India, you have not identified which Indian institution you would be doing, then probably you are not eligible. But if you are an Indian national regularly employed in institutions, then you could be considered. You should be holding a PhD degree in science or engineering or master degree in medicine, dental, surgery, things like that. You should be aged in maximum about 56 years in case your system provides job continuity up to 60 years, or 61 years if your job is for 65 years. So basically during the project period, you should be fully employed. That's the preconditions. There is no co-investigator allowed. And if you have done similar projects under different schemes earlier, then you can do in your lifetime 3 such projects. So if it is only first project or only second project or third project, it is fine, but it cannot be the fourth project. Now, what are the support available for? So you could ask for equipment. And overall budget, as we have discussed, is about 60 lakh spread over 3 years. So you need to plan equipment appropriately. Consumables as per the guidelines. Human resource, you can keep various project positions on rates and on their evaluation and their qualification based on ANRF guidelines. You could have travel up to 3 lakh rupees in 3-year project. Suppose your project is for 2 years, then up to 2 lakh. And primarily, this travel is for all your project related activity, including participation in workshops in India or abroad. Similarly, you can have contingency support for up to 3 lakh for 3 years. Once again, here you could participate and pay registration fee for your international workshops out of this support. For the first time, they are also coming with publication and patent filing cost, but they would expect you to take ANRF permission. You have to write which journal you are going for publication, what is the fee you are going to pay, and similarly for patent, what are the filing charges and those kind of things. So they need to be informed, and with ANRF permission, you can divert it to the project grant. Since these projects are individual centric, they cannot be transferred. But in case you move out to another organization, then it is permissible that you could carry your project to the new institutions with the approval of AN. You could also get leaves up to 8 weeks uh, if for whatever purposes you are out of host institution. So you need to inform host institution and ANR. If you want to close this project early for whatever reason, this is possible. You need to inform ANRF what is the work you have done. What they are expecting from you is that you will be providing them annual progress report and of course financial documents. And ANRF would appoint an expert from outside or a panel of experts to review the project progress. How you would apply? Visit the NRF website, one which is mentioned here, fill mandatory detail, which are basically geographical, sociological, demographical data. And then you need to write project. Now, for project, there are some restrictions. For example, title, you could be of up to 500 characters, keywords up to 6 words, summary up to 3000 characters, objective 1500 characters, expected outcome 1500 characters. And then you need to write budget, justify what you would be doing for what purpose. This is the page you will see when you go for the registration, and you could apply through this format. Several things needs to be attached. These include your biodata, certificate, endorsement from the head of the institution, category certificate, and plagiarism certificate. But remember, maximum size permissible is 10 megabytes. So your document should be within that. You should remember that if you are currently implementing an IRG project or EMEQ project, then you are not eligible. But if you are implementing some other ANRF project, you are eligible. And this scheme is only for those faculty who are currently employed. If you are not employed, you are not eligible. So wish you good luck and see you next soon and in some other edition of Fellowship Varta. Thank you very much.